Hello, friends. Welcome back to Use Your Manners. I'm Leah. This is
Javier.
I see. This time he changes his name, and the last time he didn't say anything. Or last 5 times, and he.
What are you talking about? That's never happened.
Yeah, it's 100%.
You made that up.
Well, hello, Javier. It's very nice to see you.
Thank you for having me on this podcast.
You are very welcome. What's your high and low of the week?
Yes, great recap. I loved it. Segment.
It's a great segment.
No, honestly, the low, it's pretty obvious.
What's the low?
Something's missing.
I'm like looking around.
My beard.
Oh. Yeah, look.
Yeah, I shaved off my beard just for fun because why not? And you know what? Regrets.
Yeah. He literally was walking to the bathroom and he was like, I'm going to shave my beard off. And I was like, wrong decision. And he was like, no, I think it'd be good because it's hot. And I was like, yeah, all right. And then he comes out looking like baby Mitch.
Anyway.
I think you look good with it though.
Thank you. That's my low. High, potty planning this week. It's been good.
Yay.
It's gonna get lit. It's gonna get educational. It's gonna get I don't know. It's just gonna get better.
Mitch goes rogue every 2 seconds.
It's gonna be fun. So yeah. Anyway, that's me. Done and dusted. How about you?
Love that for you. Wait, what was your high again? Potty. Sorry, it wasn't very great of a high. Sorry, it wasn't like there wasn't like it was just potty. Potty's gonna be educational. Surely you've had a better high than that.
Potty planning.
Yeah. You mean your entire week you've just sat on like your laptop and been like, I'm going to do this, and then that's your high of the week.
Yeah.
Not a chance. What arrived yesterday? That was lit.
Oh, yeah. I had to think about that one. Creaming soda arrived. It was good.
She back.
Yep.
She back, boys. And that is so good. And I'm so excited about it. Anyway, that's not your high. That's my high of the week because that is so exciting. For anyone listening to the actual pod who will listen to us like before, we took your advice and we actually put creaming soda into a pouch, which is so much easier. We wouldn't have been able to get creaming soda for like another 2 months.
Yeah.
Like it would have just been, give or take, so hard to get. And we were like, stuff this. So Mitch literally contacted the company in Melbourne and was like, can you organise this packet? Designed it, done, sent, and it got sent to them within like, 8 days or something like that. Yeah. Arrived at our manufacturer in Melbourne and it was so quick and so easy and it was just done. And we were like, now we have stock.
Yeah.
Which is so good. So that was my high because I feel like I've just been so frustrated about stock. But anyway.
Good one.
My low of every week literally involves a mouse and involves Ricky. He's so annoying. Like how many mice do you need to bring in? Anyway, there was a mouse. It was climbing up the, what's it called? Our screen door. It was, and I was so smart. It was like climbing on the screen door. So I closed the actual door, like our real door. And then I kind of like, but as I was closing it, I opened the screen door and just flung it out. So then the thing just jumped on the grass and then ran away. And then freaking Reggie jumps out the doggy door, starts chasing it. I was like, oh, for fuck. Mitch is yelling at me going, go get it. And I was like, I'm not getting a freaking mouse. So then what I do, Eden actually, and then he flings me a tea towel. So I ran outside to get the mouse. I walk up the street, walk up really far away and put it into this little bush and was like, just don't come back. So it was survived. That was my low because I really don't like doing that in the mornings. It really wires me for the day.
The joys.
It gets me
Welcome to having a cat.
Yeah, it gets me real
It's great.
hyped for the day.
I love it. Anyway.
Mice chasing.
Love that for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. We've got a little bit of it's another parenting one or that kind of vibe. Because we've been getting so many questions lately. When are you having a second? When are you having a second? And we're like, what? So we thought we would discuss mum guilt, dad guilt, parent guilt, views on our second kid, if that's the possibility. And then what we kind of like say to our early newborn life, you know? Also, I've got so many responses because I was like, I wonder if other people feel the same mum guilt as me. Because Mitch always says like, he's like, it's literally not all in your head, but he's like, you're the one making that rule for yourself. Like, stop getting so upset about things that you're making up. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But it's literally not just me. So it's wild.
Is today going to be a therapy session?
100%.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Versus me versus you.
All right, let's do it. Into it. We go.
Well, no, let's just talk about mum guilt, dad guilt.
Yeah, shoot.
Ooh, it's fucked for me. Like everything. Literally, Gigi can sneeze. I'm like, I didn't have a tissue ready. Can't believe it. Then I'll think about that for a day. Like it's so bad. But then again, like I have two minds. Some minds I'm like, you should be right. And the other mind I'm like, oh my God, I'm the worst. And I don't understand why we do that because you're so different.
I just don't understand what you just said. Like, I can't comprehend that thought process. On what planet do you think, oh my God, I didn't have a tissue ready? Who's that?
Yeah.
You're not joking?
No.
No, you made that up. Like if she sneezed, you wouldn't actually
I'd be like,
think
oh
that.
shit, like I need to get a wipe. I don't know why I didn't have a wipe ready. Like
no, you don't. You think like that?
100% go through my head.
Do you really think like that?
100% will go through my head. Not so much now. Earlier in the days, 1000%. Now I'm like, she'd be right. She can wipe it on her sleeve. But I think
I don't have
it's
words.
insane. Yeah, I know. But that's literally what we feel and what we think. And like things like daycare drop off wreck me.
Stop saying we. We're talking about you, right?
Yeah. I think me. Daycare drop off absolutely wrecks me. Mitch literally, it's the worst thing ever. I think it's like Mitch literally will just pop her in the room. Bye bye.
It's the best thing ever.
Walks out. She's happy as. When I'm got there, she loses her mind.
I think it's the best thing ever. And people are going to assume, oh yeah, okay, drop your kid off. And I'm not talking about for me. I'm saying like she gets to go and play with other kids her age. It's great for her.
I know.
It's great for socialization. Like she learns new things. It's great.
I know. You can actually see the 100%. Nick's looking at me because they've just had a newborn. So literally like you can see the difference of like.
And we get to I think it's the best. When they're able to go to daycare or school, I think it's really good because it improves your relationship with the child because it's like you get to go off and have fun and I get to go off and go to work. Or, do you know what I mean? Do whatever you need to do for that day. But we're not on the same wavelength.
We're not. See, but the thing is I would feel guilty because I feel like Gigi would be like, why would you leave me here? But she really jumps out of my arms.
She's 1.5 years old. Do you actually think that she's going, oh my God, my mummy's leaving me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to have this conversation because it's just,
it's wild.
I'm so far, like I just don't agree and can't comprehend what you're saying that I don't know how to have this conversation.
I really, truly, like.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Do you think back to when your mum dropped you off at daycare and go, fuck, what a bitch?
No, I'd be like, thanks for letting me paint all day.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So why do you think that Gigi thinks like that?
I don't know. It just is. You know what? Maybe it's the outside pressure of like people feeling like, you know, because we work for ourselves. It's like, well, maybe I don't actually need to take the Gigi to daycare. Maybe she can come to work with us. But really that would be a nightmare because she would not sit still and it would be really difficult. So like I like to use daycare because I really appreciate the time that Gigi gets and the time I get. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe do I feel guilty for appreciating that time for myself? Like it sounds so silly. It's the same thing with the gym. I go to the gym and you're like, get the fuck out the house, like pushing me out the door, like go to the gym, leave and be gone for 2 hours. I don't care. And I'm like, okay, cool. I will get in the car and be like, right, I've got 10 minutes to get to the gym. And then when I get to the gym, if I get in the doors, I've got a 30-minute walk. And then after my 30-minute walk, I'm pushing it already because I've gone for 40 minutes. And then if I do a workout for 30 minutes, and then if I get in the sauna for 10 minutes, that means I've done an hour and a bit. And then if I go home, I've got another 10 minutes. My workout is so rushed in my own head. And then I get home and Mitch and Gigi are outside watering the plants as if he gives a shit where I am. And I'm like, it's in my own head and I still don't get why we do it.
But I think let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Like my question is why? Because I'm not, when you're gone, for example, I don't think about you.
I know. I 100%, you know what I mean? Send me photos of Gigi having a bucket on her head.
Yeah, I think about spending time with Gigi. Like, I don't understand why you're so worried.
I don't know. And it's not worried. It's more like, unpacking it. It's more like I would feel guilty for putting Gigi on you, which is
She's my child.
I know. It's so ridiculous. I know it's ridiculous. And my half of my head is like, you're an absolute idiot. And the other half is literally measuring my minutes at the gym. It's wild. When I say I'm speechless, I'm not trying to be hard in this podcast. Yeah, I get it.
So far to the other end of the spectrum that it's really hard for me to relate to this. Because I just cannot comprehend. Like when I go to the gym, like, fuck yeah, I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
I don't really think about anything other than the gym.
Yeah, and I don't need you when you're like.
Well, that's what I mean. Like
so
I'm not.
It's the same.
Like right now, Gigi's at daycare today. I'm not thinking about Gigi.
I am.
I'm thinking about work.
Yeah. 100% am.
Gigi, no offense, Gigi, but she's not paying the bills today.
It's true. She needs to get a job. It's really weird, but I don't know if it's maybe just like a maternal thing. I don't know. It's a very
I probably look very stumped on this video, and I feel very stumped. I don't have words.
Well, what's something you do feel guilty for with Gigi? Literally nothing.
Nothing. I would feel guilty. Guilty is probably the wrong word, but I would start to be a bit more mindful. Like I used to go to the gym at 7 a.m. and I'd get back at 8-ish, 8:30-ish when we lived in our other house. And Gigi would always wake up between that period, and I would start to get a bit mindful if I was doing that every day throughout the week, because then I would miss
the wake up.
The wake up,
give you
yes.
nothing if you did.
And a bit of time in the morning, because then we'd go to work at like 8:30, 8:45-ish anyway. So I wouldn't really get much time with her in the morning. So I was more conscious about stuff like that. Like now I just we go on our lunch break because we found a gym near our warehouse, which is great. But I just dedicate the morning time to her. Do you know what I mean? So
the funny thing is,
I don't have any, to be honest, if I wasn't putting in the effort, then I would feel guilty. But I know that I do put in effort, and I have a really good relationship with her.
You guys have your own little veggie patch.
Yeah. So,
it's very cute.
So I don't feel guilty.
See, I have a really good relationship with Gigi too, but I still feel that internal guilt. I don't know why.
But
I think I do know why. Do you know what? I think there's so much before you become a parent, maybe you read online about what you should do and shouldn't do and all these things. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because men just don't do this. I didn't read anything. I got one book and it was like, this is the parenting manual. Do you know what I mean? And I skimmed over it. I was like, yep, great. We'll work it out when we get there. You know what I mean? It's like, I just think that, and I as a girl dad, I'm saying this in the most positive way. We need to reinforce women to not be so, I need to do what everyone says.
1,000%.
Yesterday, you said to me, Mitch, I need a fake tan. I said, why? You're actually getting a bit of a tan just from going out in the sun. You go, no, I need to look good for this weekend. I said, but you do look good. No, but I need a fake tan. At no point, we have the same event on this weekend. At no point did it cross my mind that I would fake tan.
It's a bit different.
How is it different? Why is it different?
No, you don't need to tan your freaking tan.
It's different because it's not normal in society for men to fake tan.
Yeah, well, you can fake tan all day, every day.
That's what I'm saying. There's pressures for females because of online and you read, and that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, no. So what I was saying, I think that when you, like I said, you read all these things, should do, shouldn't do, whatever. It's awful if you do this and it's not awful if you do that, whatever. Yeah. If but reading these responses and look at, I wish you could see how many there are. It's never ending how many, sorry, hit the mic, never ending how many responses there is from all these people saying the same shit. And I literally look at that and I'm like, oh, don't worry. Oh, you're all right. It's fine. And I'm so accepting of these people. Like this lady's like, hang on a second. Let's see. Single mom trying to earn money but often work causes me to miss the small things. And for me, I'm like, I feel for you, but I understand you're trying really hard to give your kid a better life and blah blah blah.
Give her the advice, but you can't take it.
1,000. And I look at that and I'm like, oh, no, don't stress. You're really trying, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And if that was me, I'd be you fucking idiot.
That is you.
Yeah.
Not to that extent.
Yeah.
You're not a single mother, and
Yeah, but I'm still trying to go to work and trying to earn money and trying to provide for Gigi. But for me, in my own head, I'm like, don't do that. You should be at home. Which is so silly because I'd never say that to anybody else.
But that's the thing. And I don't mean this I'm team mums and having a daughter. I just want to set good examples for Gigi, especially in society. But as mums, why are you putting so much pressure on yourselves?
I think.
I don't see. Again, I'm generalizing, and I'm sure some dads 100% feel like that. But it's very common for the mother to put herself under so much pressure. Why?
Well, maybe because it feels like it's all up to us sort of thing. Maybe. I don't know.
I get that. I'm not here to say I don't want to say it's 50-50, even though it should be.
It should be, but it's definitely not.
Do you know what I mean? The child definitely, when Gigi's sick or doesn't feel well, she'll run to you over me.
I don't know.
But when she wants to run outside and have fun, she'll run to me over you.
Yeah, so I guess we cop the seriousness of it maybe. I don't know.
So I'm not here trying to act like I'm a mother.
Yeah.
But
Even though you always say, oh, yeah, I've got breast milk. You dinner.
She doesn't know any different. Maybe she can smell it.
Maybe.
Yeah. So no. Just as a females or mother or mothers, why do you think you put so much pressure on yourselves?
I think it's external pressure that just gets in your own head.
It goes back to my
it's also-
reading
and like-
comment.
Yeah. And I also see like there's other people being like, my mother-in-law told me like I need to spend more time with my kid but I'm at work.
Yeah.
And I was like, that external pressure puts it on you. They would like, if that's your mother-in-law, tell your son. Do you know what I mean? Not the mum who's doing the fucking best.
I agree
Same
with
thing,
you.
same. Tell them both 50-50. You both need to stay home. Like
I agree
it's
with
just, it's such an external pressure.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. It's really, and it's almost sad. We will never truly understand why we feel so much guilt because some people do, some people don't. Like it just, I think there needs to be like an overarching thing. Like, and I wrote in my little like, what would you say to your newborn self? And I literally said I wrote down everything has an opposite. And when I figured that out in my freaking 3 a.m. nighttime brain while she was yelling at me, I was like, everything has an opposite. You can work or don't work. People who work, there's going to be people who are saying, absolutely, you should go to work. It's really good for your mental health. Your baby will love it, like what you're saying. And there's other people that are saying, no, you should stay home with the kids all day because they're only young for a little bit. And then there's, you can feed them really healthy food. And then there's the people being like, my fucking kid doesn't eat anything but chicken schnitzel, aka me. Or there's the people like screen time, no screen time, rock them to sleep, don't rock them to sleep. Everything has an opposite. So you just need to literally make a decision and be comfortable with what that is. Is what I feel.
It's what you feel, but not what you do.
Well, I've been better.
You have been better.
But since that, I've been like, I don't like with the whole Gigi eating fucking chicken schnitzel and sausages. That rocked me for a couple of weeks. I was like, what's going on? And she was eating amazing, and I was so happy. And then literally like chicken sausages, and I don't want anything else. And that for 2 weeks, I felt so bad giving her the same thing. And then now I'm like, you know what? Go for gold, girl. Like, let's go to the butcher's. Let's go pick out your sausages, whichever one you want. I don't give a shit. Like, it is what it is. So I'm getting a lot better at like not internalizing that guilt for a long time. Like I still feel it. I'm like, nope, get out of that.
Yeah. So why do you think, and I don't want this to turn into like a sexist kind of conversation, but why do you think males traditionally would go, it'll be all right? Whereas like mums or dads will be like, yeah, it'll be all right. Like that sausage conversation, you were obviously talking to me about that. And I was like, Leah, I'm about to turn 30 next year. 30. I've been around the sun 30 times, right? She's 1.5.
Yeah, I know.
Who cares? As long as she's eating, she's fed, she's not complaining.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like,
I
I'm sure in 3
it's
months'
that
time,
external
6
pressure.
months' time, 12 months' time, she'll be eating, I don't know, cheese and crackers. Who knows? And she'll be like, mate, sausages.
Yeah.
I don't want that. Do you know what I mean? So like,
It's just that external pressure. And I think, but I also think you saying it'll be fine still makes, like, I'm still the one who does dinner. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, if I'm feeding her sausages, shit, what am I going to do? Like, you do breakfast and all that kind of stuff. So what if she was just eating fucking toast, which that's what she does. But anyway, you don't stress about that. You don't think it like she needs a little good brekkie.
Yeah, Leah was like, what's she going to eat for breakfast? And I made myself a piece of toast and I gave it to her. Like, toast? And then she literally
It's,
stuck me on this piece of toast and smashed it. And Leah was like, oh my God. Like,
she ate
what?
toast.
I was like, who cares? Like, let's just make it work.
Yeah.
But like, why do you think you put so much pressure on yourself?
Externally pressure. I think that it's from external, because you go online and you see this thing and you're like, oh fuck, I should be doing that.
But
But like I said, I'm getting so much better at being like, not for me. Like, I'm not going to churn my own butter. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make my own cheese. I'm not going to make my own biscuits. Like, I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen in my household. Good for you, not for me. But that's like, I've gotten a lot better at just being like, nah.
Yeah.
But it's just a tricky thing that I think constant, and you probably will feel it as you go, like sending your kid off to school and like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But anyway, in saying that, what do you feel like for your second child? If someone asks
we're
you,
going straight to second child.
Yeah,
So we're going
why
to talk
not?
about more guilt.
no, I don't want to talk about any more guilt. I'm fucking over it. No.
It's a tough one because I would say, this sounds really weird, but I feel like we've only really gotten into our groove this year, like
Yeah,
the
I agree.
second half of this year.
I agree.
Almost since Gigi's turned like 1.5.
Yeah, the 18-month was good.
With things like getting back to work in terms of pipelines, stock management, whatever. in terms of you and I getting back to the gym properly and doing more of what we want to do day to day.
Yeah. And but also maybe like reducing that guilt. Like we have been going at lunchtime, which I was like, cannot do. You're at work. That was my thing. I was like, no, have to go at freaking 5 a.m. because work is work. You can't go to the gym at work. But we can. So I've been like letting go and being like, no, I'm just going to get into my own groove. And it's been really good.
Yes, it has. So yeah, I don't know. I think we have this is always going to be the conversation between us. Like second child will revolve around work, which is I don't want to say a blessing and a curse because we're very lucky and I'm grateful for where we're at with work, life, everything. But we have a very busy 12 months ahead.
Yeah.
So my thing is like if we can get through that and then whatever we want to do with our house in terms of an extension or whatever or move elsewhere or build again or whatever, then fitting a second child into that. I really like the age gap between Jax and Anna, you and Kayla, which is like roughly 3.5 to 4 years.
Yeah.
So, Gigi will be 2 next March. So the year after to be so next year will be 2024.
25.
25 to be pregnant and having a baby would be ideal, but I don't know. I think we just could do what works for us.
And hear my guilt about having a second child.
Oh, here we go. They'll be too far apart. They won't be friends in school.
Oh, no. None of that.
Oh, okay.
I would be like, okay, what's my brain thinking? Because we were laughing at this the other day because I have like 6 personalities when it comes to this. No, wait, I've got 2. I've got absolutely no and absolutely yes. I want to do it right now. And there's like nothing in between. So we're talking at work, like one of the girls wants to like, is thinking about having her second blah, blah. And I'm literally just living vicariously through her because I'm like, holy shit, that's a decision. You know what I mean? Like you've made it. That's exciting. And then she's like, will you have another? I'm like, oh, fuck no. And I like absolutely get rid of that conversation. And then the next day I'm like, oh, I want at least 3 more. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck are you thinking? You can't handle that. Like, no way. But my guilt is like, if we had another small child now, like as a newborn now, I'd be like, oh no, like Gigi won't get the attention. Because I hold Jax and Gigi's hanging off my shoulder.
That's not guilt. That's very real.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's going to be really tricky. And also, we love to do things like together. Like we love to do bath time together. We love to go get her changed. And like, we're going to be very separate. One person's going to have the toddler and one person's going to have the newborn. It's like, or one is going to have both. And it's just like,
yeah.
And my brain, I don't like doing that.
So I think what we do is we wait till Gigi's a teenager. She can look 18. After herself. Then we go again.
Yeah, literally. Oh, yep.
No, but to that point, I agree. And like if Jax is on your lap, Gigi does get a little bit jealous.
Yeah. It's really sad. Mommy. And I'm like, oh.
No, okay, that's a bit of guilt. I don't know if she feels sad. She just feels anger.
I was going to say, well, it's definitely not. She doesn't cry, but she's definitely aggressive.
Yeah, a bit jealous, I think. But no, to be fair, so like, yeah, that's probably why I like the Jackson Anna age because Anna is not jealous. Anna's not.
She's great.
She's really good. Like she will help Kayla and Jay with Jax, as in like, help him with his nappy or whatever. Like just help him around the house, help him like learn to walk. Get him a
snack and like, push him around those toys. And he's very cute.
That's why I like that age gap. Yes, it is a little bit bigger. Like I think most people try and aid for 2.5 years or whatever it is. But I think that age gap's really good for those reasons.
Yeah.
And it will mean, I know it sounds funny again, we'll get another year and a half with Gigi.
Yeah.
Just her.
Yeah. And that's what I kind of want. I want that little.
Yeah. The only thing that does cross my mind, which I asked your mum, and it's funny, is how do you, this sounds bad. How do you love the second child as much as the first? And
don't ask her that. I'm the second child.
No. Yeah, I know. No.
It's not a good question.
It sounds ridiculous because everyone with kids is on the podcast can be like, Mitch, that's ridiculous. Because obviously when you have your second child, you love it. But do you know what I mean? Like you go to families and it's like, that's the firstborn. Well, that's the, do you know what I mean? And they get treated different.
Do you think?
Yes.
Do you really think?
Yes. And they boss around the younger children.
Yeah, that's a thing, yeah.
100. I don't know an older sibling. I do know an older sibling. But yeah. I definitely think that's a thing. So my thing would be like, I don't want to favorite Gigi.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I want to be a very even, fair
I don't think you do that. Like I think we don't know what the experience would be like. Like we don't know yet.
Yeah, I'm sure I won't.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that's one of my reservations.
Yeah.
It's completely ridiculous. I acknowledge that.
No, I think the whole of like, we love Gigi so much and her personality is fucking unreal. So you just want to duplicate that. But kids are so different. Like you've got different personalities, different likes, different dislikes, like all that kind of stuff. And you're like, holy shit, I got to meet another person. I got to learn you when I like,
Yeah. But I am excited to have two, to be honest, because at least they can play together. Like when they're a bit older, they can just go run in the backyard and play together rather than, I guess we would be Gigi's friends. If
you didn't know this, Mitch is an only child.
I am. Shock.
So, shock, horror.
I know, right?
So,
but yeah.
And Mitch always says like, I didn't know any different.
This is the debate we have. I don't know what it's like to have siblings. I don't have a sibling, so I don't know any different.
Yeah.
But I had a good childhood. It was just with friends.
Yeah.
I mean, there'd be like the kids down the road and we'd play cricket in the park, or it'd be with friends from school. Like it was just wasn't with siblings. So that's the difference.
Yeah, and I grew up completely different. Obviously, I had my sister, but I had like 20 cousins the same age as us. So like at any point there was at least 10 of us in someone's house. So like it was always around people.
It's interesting because I guess you can see the difference. Like you and your sister are very family orientated and very like, you don't rely on each other. That's not what I mean. But like you lean on each other.
Yeah.
Whereas me being an only child and, other people that we know that are only childs, I just think I'm not so much more independent as in you guys aren't independent.
100%. I literally call my mum 8 times
I'd be happy to just be at home by myself all day and not talk to anyone.
No. Hate that.
Do you know what I mean? Like that wouldn't bother me.
Nah.
I'd be like, yeah, that's normal. Like what's wrong with that? What don't you talk to someone for? Which you'd be like, no, I haven't checked in with mum today. I haven't. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
so true. I called mum twice.
Where is mum? She has not called me today. It's 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? Whereas I
should be checking in on her favourite daughter.
I don't feel that need. I'm just, yeah.
It's crazy. See, I feel like if we did, because I always said like, oh mate, one and done. Like I don't care. Like one's fine. Like it's perfect. We love Gigi. It's really easy.
Yeah.
Like, but then I think that I would be sad later.
Yeah.
If we didn't like,
I think, but again, like
Mitch
you
doesn't
said,
give a shit. That's just me.
No. It's not that I don't give a shit. It's exactly what you said before. Everything has an opposite.
Yeah.
So it's like there's pros and cons to literally any situation in the world.
100%.
It's okay. Well, if you only had one, cool. One gets undivided attention.
Yeah.
From parents. If you have two, the con could be, okay, I got to divide my attention, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But again, the pros are like they'll play together, they'll have a sibling. Like there's pros and cons for everything.
Oh my God, she's fucking ringing again.
Listen
to it. No, we got to answer her stupid shit. Let's see what she wants this time. It's my sister, by the way, everybody. Hi, Kayla. You're on the podcast again.
But guess what, Leah?
Are you actually? Oh, you look so nice. Okay, everybody. My sister's getting married and she's in a wedding dress, but I can't show you. Yeah, actually,
no, don't show.
You won't show.
Showing.
I won't be showing, but it looks very nice.
But yeah, do you like that bit?
We love.
Don't say what that bit is.
Oh, that bit. That bit is perfection. I don't think you can. Yeah, no, that's good. That's really good. Do you want me to show Mitch?
No, save it. No, I don't want to see it.
Marry Mitch.
He said he doesn't want to see it. He wants to be surprised.
Okay. You should tell the story about how Mitch wouldn't give Anna a kiss ever because he said it was weird.
Yeah, yeah. We can.
Give me a kiss, Mitch.
Yeah, and Mitch just avoids her. Yeah, no shit. I will tell that story literally right now. Okay, I will call you back as soon as this is done.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, my sister is getting married very soon, so that was very exciting. Yeah, let's quickly note to that story. Mitch refused to see Anna in the bath or give Anna a kiss because he just was like, no, it's weird. I'm like, she's fucking one.
A kiss on the lips.
Yeah, she wanted to kiss on the lips.
Kissing on the forehead or the cheek, that's fine. But
yeah, but Anna was so like,
we're not kissing lips.
Anna was literally like, and he was like, Anna, would you like to play outside? Just completely avoids the situation, hates it. What were we talking about? Your stance, the opposite.
Yeah, so we'll have a second child. That's that done.
Would you ever have?
Nah.
You'd never go 3.
Nah.
That's it.
2's it. I think that's my capabilities maxed.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'd love to have 10 children. 10. I would.
If I
genuinely.
had all the money in the world
yeah.
and the biggest house, 10 kids. Easy.
That's
Just
what I
because
mean.
I love them all. Like, I think that'd be the
What's
best.
that movie? Cheaper by the dozen?
Yes,
Like,
I
all the
love
kids,
that movie.
And they
We
go to the
did-
lake and they just all play. That's the dream.
That's the dream.
That is the dream.
That's the best.
But
Yeah.
I just think capabilities are maxed at 2.
Yeah.
Nice, cute little family. It's manageable. We can go on holidays together.
Yeah.
I think the timeline needs to be right, and we're very in between at the moment with everything.
Don't
you reckon?
Yeah, I agree.
Like there's
What
a lot of
did
pipeline.
our psychic say to us?
I can't remember.
She said 2025.
Is
It's
that
our
what-
year.
Should be pregnant.
Don't know. She didn't say.
Okay.
She said she's baby. So I don't know if that means. And last time she said that, she said you're gonna be pregnant. You're gonna get pregnant in March, or you're gonna have a baby in March. And we were like, yeah, fucking right. And then March came and went, obviously, and then didn't have a baby, and then was pregnant and due in March. So
Yeah.
could be pregnant in 2025, have a baby 2026. Who knows?
26. Yeah. Look, I'm all for it. There's a lot going on.
Your stance is like yes, but
No buts.
pause.
No buts. It's yes. 100% yes.
Unreal.
In that time, like next year be 24 to probably 25.
Do you think you will appreciate pregnancy?
No.
No. Now knowing Gigi.
What do you? What's to?
Because like before
what,
we didn't know who she was, and then can you imagine having a little sweet? Can you imagine sweet girl in my tummy now? You'd
this,
be like, oh,
this is back to the
guilt.
Mitch touch my stomach for the 500th time. And this is what I was saying about in one of the earlier episodes last season. Is like I think for the males or the partner, because whoever's not carrying the child, let's put it that way.
Yep.
It's maybe not as real until they come out.
Yeah.
Because you're not feeling everything. You're not. Yeah. So for me, I still think I would find it hard to get excited until I meet him or her. And that's just the reality of not carrying the child. I would be excited, maybe more excited as in less nervous this time around to be like, yes, we're going to have a second child.
Would you be less nervous? I think I'd be more nervous.
No, less nervous. I think this is just easy work. Lightweight, baby.
Lightweight. Oh my God, I think I'd be more nervous.
No, I wouldn't. This is my point though. We're not bickering at the moment, but this is where we're differing, right? I'm saying to Leah, let's just get over this next 12 months because we have so much that we've committed to with work, the house, blah, 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 blah. Get over that and let's go. Let's have a baby. Like, let's family plan.
Holy shit, guys.
Whereas Leah's like, no, you're not being serious. I'm like, I couldn't be more serious. Like, just take what I'm saying. Like, I'm being serious. So she's like, no, you don't mean that. And
I think it's more panicky for me because I'm like, haha, what? That means I have to do
my
that.
thing is, and I say it to Leah, maybe concentrate's the wrong word, but I said to Leah, if we just sit down and concentrate for the next 12 months, like, we'll be fine. And once we get over that hurdle, we can have another child and blah, 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 blah. And that's why I genuinely, I think the difference between us is I don't think about things that are, like, we can plan it, but I'm not sitting here every day thinking, oh my God, are we going to have a second child? Whereas Leah would. My thing is like, let's just focus day by day on getting shit done.
Yeah.
And by the time it is 2025, then let's sit down and be like, all right, like our prenatals, whatever, we need to do.
Oh, fuck, they were the worst.
And let's get rolling. But
yuck. Well, what's something you'd say to your early, like, newborn dad self?
it's going to be okay.
It'll be okay?
Mm.
That's what I wrote.
Don't steal my
Why
line.
you steal my lines?
That's my line.
Oh, that sounds like Anna and Gigi. That's mine.
Yeah.
Gonna be good? You'll be right.
No, it's going to be okay. It's going to be great times. It's going to be bad times. It's going to be welcome to parenting, welcome to life. Like, but it's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wrote it. It'll be okay, and then I wrote, you're a fucking legend.
That's a little pep talk at the end.
Pep talk, you're a fucking legend. Because you if you think back, we are professionals. I'll tell you, that was booked. I was hard, but so I said it'll be okay, and you're just great, so great.
Me?
Both of us.
What do you mean you're so great?
You're so great, like as in like.
Oh yeah, okay,
telling
sorry.
my newborn stuff, like you're a fucking legend. Like you're doing great. You're doing great. And then I wrote, don't look and don't take it in. Because I said don't look at things and people and don't take anything in. Any external pressures is what I meant.
Which would be the main difference between you and I.
100%. Because Mitch would be like, he wouldn't listen to people, and I would be like, oh, okay, like I should be, sleeping this.
Yeah.
I should be doing this. I should be doing this. And I was trying to like, mate, you should see my notes on my phone. I wish I could find them. I look back, I was psychotic when I look back at my. No, I would literally at nighttime if it was my night, whatever, I'd be like 3:31 a.m. made a grunting noise. 4:42 more noises. 4:12 like drank a bottle, spat this much out, maybe 20 cent piece worth. Like, it was detailed to the fuck. If like anyone got up in the morning, they would know every minute by minute what she did that night. But like, why? You know what I mean? What stress did that? What did that do other than just stress me out?
Add more stress. Yeah.
So but I read online that you should be taking notes, and I was like, right, notes tonight.
Do you know what my problem with, like, just not life in general? That's not the right word, but like, there's just too much information.
I agree.
Out there.
I totally agree.
Now, with everything,
Yeah.
and then TikTok's great, but TikTok's also bad because you go from other platforms where traditionally you would have to be a professional to give advice at your field or done something in that field to talk about it. On TikTok, everyone has a voice.
Yeah.
And, how many dinner time conversations have we had at the table? Oh, did you see that there's parasites in this food now? Or like, it's like, mate, come on.
Like, who cares?
Who cares? You know what I mean? Like,
eat one of them little chocolate squares and you'll be right.
That's what I mean. Or did you hear that this is going to kill you? And it's like, mate,
Jesus.
Let's just go back to
I think
too much information out there, and I think it stresses people out more than it does any good.
Yeah, I think I took too much information in, and I definitely said like good for you, not for me for a lot of things, but I think things would slyly get into my head. Like I would see like this baby on purees, and this baby on baby led weaning or whatever the fuck it is, and then I'd see this baby eating freaking sushi at like 6 months old, and I was like, oh my god, like Gigi's not doing that, and then I'd be like, that's fine, it's all good, and then when I'm making her dinner that night, I think, oh no, like.
But what is the best quote that we said last season?
Well, I don't know. What was
Comparison's the thief of joy.
100%. So that's why I said don't take it in, because I think I did slyly take it in. Didn't want to, and I was like, nah, all good. But then little bits and pieces kind of maybe got in. Yeah. There's lots of things that I was like, get lost. I'm rocking my baby to sleep. I don't care. I'm putting her in this cot. I don't care what you say. Like I'm doing this, which was fine. But like little tiny things that it might have been at 2 a.m. when I was searching, why is she still crying, whatever. I look at that and I'm like, oh, like that gets in your head when you're so sleep deprived.
Yeah.
So I just said, don't look and don't take it in. It's my biggest thing.
Yeah, I like that.
And then you'll be so fine. You'll be so fine. And she's the fucking best.
She is.
I think that's the coolest thing.
So do you think you've overcome your guilt now, or like it's just always going to be there?
I think it will always like top line be there, but I think like I'm better at being like this morning, dropped off through the door. She gets out of and she runs into it and sees this other kid, and she'd like almost like bowled the kid over because she was so excited. And I was like, bye Gigi, and gave her like big low kiss, and then I walked off and I thought like I feel guilty leaving her there, but I feel so happy that she's good now. Like go on in and just have the best time. Like I feel like my mind's changed. Like I'm like,
she's never not been good.
Well, when she cries when we left, that was tricky. But now I'm more like, this is great because I can see improvements in her. She's now coming home and singing songs. She's doing all these things. And I'm like, holy shit, that's really cool. And then we look through the window and she's sitting in a circle like, da, 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 and they're singing songs. I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. So I think as she like progresses, that is easier for me now. So much easier for me. Food, easy for me now. Like I said, like rocked me for a couple of weeks. Now I'm like, oh, you're fine. Whatever you eat, big deal. There's just probably, I don't really think there's much else.
What about work?
Yeah, that's a fucking story. Work's tricky but I've learnt to come home, have that couple of hours with her, and then really like as in like when we pick her up and whatever, and do something with her where it's like make a cake, play with Play-Doh, like whatever. I keep her really busy, and as soon as she goes down, then I feel like I can work. Like I really want to be present in those couple of hours, and I feel like if I do that, I feel better about going to work the whole day. Do you know what I mean? I'm just kind of making like doing little sprints to make myself feel better.
As in, what's the sprint?
As in like I can work all day, but if I make sure I'm present at home, as soon as soon as we pick her up, take her home, we do all these things with her, then put her to sleep, and then we're like, go back to work and we can do whatever we want. Do you know what I mean? Like it kind of makes me feel like better if I really, really focus with her. Makes sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
I get you.
But I also, in my other personality over the side, I do really appreciate going to work
Yes.
because being a stay-at-home mum is fucking hard.
It is.
It
Very
is
hard.
so like isolating, like you said. Like I don't like being at home all day, but like, you know, with a newborn, if they're sick or whatever, what the hell are you meant to do? So I just feel like going to work is an absolute like blessing. It's great. I really enjoy it.
Yes.
It's a work in progress, I would say.
Yeah. It's also like the reality is the world we live in isn't free.
No, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
that.
like we have to go to work.
Yeah.
People don't work for free.
I get it.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like if we didn't get paid anything or work, let's say, like our electricity is not going to get paid by itself.
Yeah. No, I get it. So I just think, I'm definitely better at the mum guilt thing now, but I think it's taken a long time for me to do that. But I think you'll still top line feel these things. Like these people, like literally right. A lot of it was going back to work. A lot.
As in the guilt, you mean?
The guilt was going back to work, and a lot of was taking time out for yourself. A lot of it was like if I go to the gym, if I go like, you know, go to grocery shopping without them, I feel really guilty, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of it was childcare. A lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so interesting.
It is interesting for you. But in my head, I'm like, I get it. I get it. And for you, like for the other people, obviously I say that I struggle with it. I don't think it'll ever go away, but I think you just learn to just deal with that emotion. Like you just feel better about it. You see them at daycare. You'll see them. Like I picked up Arnie the other day. She was in the music room and she was running in circles with all her friends, holding hands, running around in circles. They were singing this song and Arnie was red-faced, sweating. Her hair was everywhere. And I just thought like,
that's the best.
She's having the best time. Like I don't even want to tell her I'm here because she was literally like, yes. And then she sees me, she's like, oh my God. It's like tries to get me running around. I was like, oh my fucking God. But she had the best time ever. And I was like, this is why we do it. Like, this is why you do these things.
So do you think it'll get better like when they get older?
Yeah, I think so.
As in, maybe, do you think it'll go away when they get older?
No, I don't know. It will probably be something different. I don't know. Probably the next fucking thing. Who knows? But I think I'll be better because I think I'll be like able to talk to them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, Gigi, I'm feeling stressed about this. And she'll go, don't stress, mummy.
Don't stress, mummy. Good morning, mummy. Oh, dead. I love it. But yeah, a lot of it was childcare, like all that kind of stuff, which we would just tell everyone you'll be fine. They'll be fine. But like to us, it's definitely different. I think we make up as maybe I'll just say it as mums, we make up rules for ourselves in our own head, which is where
it would seem so.
Yeah. Which is where the struggle comes from. And I think that if you just allow yourself that little bit of, you know, a little bit of a break for a second, stop feeling guilty. Because that, like, honestly, Gigi's not going to know if I went to the gym or not. Like, at all. She will never know. And and the good thing is, if you really think about it, maybe start, like, in your own head, maybe think about the pros. Like, she gets one-on-one time with Mitch. That's a fucking great thing. That's so lucky. Like, that's so amazing. Yeah. In my head, when I'm doing these ones, bicep curls, I'm going to be like, she's fine. You know what I mean?
That's right. I agree.
It's going to be, you just got to,
it's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. We're just going to make up, like, those rules that you make up for yourself. You just have to, you know, all the grace you give other people, give to yourself. Yeah. Is what I definitely need to take that own advice 100%. I'm definitely getting better, but, you know, certain things I'm like, but I need to give myself some grace. Yeah, I agree with that. Fair enough. Fair enough, my love. All right. Well, thanks for joining in. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. I love talking about things like that because it gives people a good insight about actually how you are feeling. Because I can't say like, oh, no, I don't care, because I definitely do. It's just like, it's a work in progress, I think. It's good to get your perspective on it too, which is get over it. But that's fine. No, my thing is your feelings and emotions are 100% valid and I get it. But like you said, it's like you are a prime example of you give great advice, but sometimes you just need to look in the mirror when you are saying those words and be like, it's going to be okay. Yeah. She's at daycare today. She's having fun with her friends. Like, she'll be okay. As long, again, if you were a shit mum when she got home and you're on your phone or just like, you didn't spend time with her, which you don't do, as in you do spend time with her, then it would be different. But you are such a good mum, it's not funny. So that's what I'm saying, okay, don't worry about the 6 hours that she goes to childcare or whatever. The 45 minutes on the minute. That's what I mean. Don't worry about it. Like, worry about what you have to do and worry about yourself for those however long. And when you're with her, You're with her, yeah.
Concentrate
Yeah, because
with
I
her.
guess those things like when if you get to go to the gym, you come home and you feel like you're pumped. You feel great.
Yeah.
You feel like you've done something for yourself. Very important.
But that goes back to like how you said like being a stay-at-home mum is the hardest job in the world because you feel like you're mentally like I'm not a stay-at-home mum, but you know if there are days where in the early days when we weren't going to work, like no one was going to the office and we were just home all the time with Gigi, like it does get repetitive. It's a bit, it is hard.
Tricky, yeah.
In the early days, do you know what I mean? So it's like there's nothing harder.
Yeah.
Mentally, emotionally, physically, do you know what I mean?
You can do something for yourself.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
really good. It's a really good thing.
Because then you'll come back and you spend better time with Gigi. You'll be, like you said, more pumped about things, more excited. Like, yeah, I think the core message is like you just need to do what works for you. Don't worry about comparing to other people. Don't worry about, you know, having a second child 2 years apart because other people do. Like you have to just, in life, period, do what works for you. And that's it. Okay. Enjoy your life. Be happy and...
Fuck, I need to take his advice. This is not good. Be happy. That's it.
But that's what I say to Leah all the time. Like, I don't care what we do for, you know, within reason, obviously. I don't care what we do for work or every day. Like, I just want to be happy. Yeah. And, you know, I'm extremely grateful for the support we have for everything we do. But as long as we're happy, that's all that really matters. You know what I mean? Like, happiness is everything.
Happiness is absolutely everything. I agree with you and I love that. So we need to just tell everybody to just give yourself some grace. Be happy.
Do what makes you happy.
Do what makes you happy. I love that.
Some push-ups and do some push-ups.
Some bicep curls. Do that. Get to the gym. No,
that's right. No, yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We're going to be off. We are?
Yeah. But I would also like to mention, like, I think we'll do a question poll.
Yeah.
Because we want to have some guests on.
Yeah.
In the next, next episode or next couple.
Yeah.
Just for some banter and some fun. So if you have anyone in mind in Australia, let us know that you'd like to hear from.
Well, because they can ring in.
They can zoom in.
Yeah.
We can have them on the couch if they're from Adelaide. We can tour.
We can go on tour.
The options are endless.
Yes, please on tour.
You know what I mean? So
I'd love some people. I'd love to pick their brains.
I think we should get the big dog on.
Who's the big dog?
Kayla. And quiz her about her wedding dress.
Yeah, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Well, she calls in anyway, so you may as well just...
We'll just hold her on the tripod.
Yeah. And just do this. And she'll be like...
We should do that.
Oh, yeah. No, we can do that.
No, we're going to get people on.
Yeah, we can get the big dog on.
Yeah.
If she allows, but we can try.
We'll try.
You will literally be like, she'll walk in and be like, okay, hi. Who does mum love more?
Literally.
All right, cool. We'll see you guys soon. But we'll leave the poll. If you're listening on Spotify, there's a poll.
Yeah.
Or there's a question, even a question box. That's not going to be the poll.
Spotify.
Going to be Spotify, question box. I'm going to ask you who you want to see. Write the names down. We'll contact them. Fingers crossed they love us and we can get them on.
If they hate us, we can fight them.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
do whatever the people want.
We can do a job street.
We'll make it work.
We can do anything. So let us know and we'll see you next week.
Yasu.
Bye.